I asked you guys what questions do you have about being a content creator. I just wanted to talk to you guys a bit about content creation, what it's like making content, things like that, things of that nature. So yeah, let's get right into it. Don't look at my nails. My nails are actually terrible. Okay, first question is, why did you start content creation? That's a good question. Yo, why is Degrassi playing right now? Well, I always liked being in front of the camera. I always made videos on smartphones, Blackberry, if I could. Like, I always just wanted a camera in my hand, and I always just found myself recording something, you know? And so when I saw like YouTube and stuff, I was like, I want to do that. I want to record my life. I want to make skits, these funny skits. That was like really the start. The biggest inspiration was YouTube. And even before YouTube, I was just like in the mirror, I was like,
so today we're going to be putting on Vaseline on our eyelids, on our lips, on our cheeks.
Like, that's what I was doing. Let me just take my glasses off. These are not even ramen noodles. This is just, we're using this box now as our nail polish holder. So all of our nail polish is in here, if you were curious as to why I had that behind me. So yeah, that's basically where my inspiration for creating content came from. Next question, what keeps you going / motivated? I guess refreshing my brain, like just making sure I have a different scenery, whether I'm traveling to like a new park or I'm going down a different path on the way home from the gym or something. Like, I have to see something new for my brain to really function and like get inspired to do something or just be motivated. Seeing the same things for me just doesn't help at all. It just makes me feel stagnant, and that's how I've been feeling lately. I've just been thinking like everything that I make is like not going to be good at all. It's not going to make the numbers that I was making last year. And that really makes you unmotivated, because when you compare the numbers that I was doing last year compared to now, it's just not on the same level, and that kind of impedes your mental a little bit. So it's like, what am I doing wrong? Am I not funny enough? Am I not making good content? Why am I not being consistent? So it's just, there's a lot of fear that goes on with me and making content. But I'm still, I'm still doing my thing. I'm still making as much as I can that I allow myself to do. But yeah, I also just like to feed my inner child. Like, I'll watch like cartoons, I'll color, I'll play with clay. I'll do something that my child self would absolutely go crazy over. And that makes me feel good. I'll watch like old Disney Channel shows, like Sue Left is Zack and Cody, or That's So Raven, stuff like that. Also just like playing with makeup and dressing up, just things that make me feel good, something that I know I'm gonna enjoy. Yeah, that's basically what I do to stay inspired. Also, just watching TV inspires me, because I do a lot of skits where I make fun of a type of person or a type of character. So I can watch a show and there'll be like the bad kid or something like that, and I'll take that and I'll make it my own. Yo, there's a mosquito in here. I'm gonna find it. Real people actually living my life, being a real person, having experiences. And yeah, and also just talking myself into it, talking positively about my content and what I create. Just trying to be as confident as I can possibly do. The next question is, what are your life goals? I want to be an actress, maybe a singer, songwriter, definitely a TV writer, director. I'd like to retire my parents before I turn 25. I'd like to have a stable income from making content on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. You know, I'd like to have a career out of something that I do that's creative. Acting, singing, writing, content creation, any of those, a stable income, but with doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'd also like to have my own apartment before I'm 25. I guess a goal of mine is to reach 1 million followers on TikTok by next year. Is that crazy? I think if Charlie D'Amelio can do it, so can I. So can I. Those are some of my goals. Definitely want to be on a TV show. But whether it's a TV show, a feature film, commercial, short film. I'm actually making a short film. Stay tuned. Yeah, I'd like to write, direct, and act on my own TV show. So yeah, I think that's it for my goals. That's really, to put it in simple terms, those are my goals. I have a lot of short-term and long-term goals. I wanted to talk about what it's like being a content creator. I feel like there's this image that's really painted for young people, or just anybody in general that wants to be a content creator, that it's like all sunflowers and rainbows and, you know, it's so much fun, and it's like, it is fun, but it's very tedious. It's a lot of work, especially depending on what you're doing. I'm not saying that something is less than the other, but like, you know, if you're doing, let's say, duets, and you're not saying anything, and you're duetting a video that has like 7 million views, and you're duetting it, and you're not saying anything, and you get views off of that, that's a lot less work than someone who's writing a script for their video and planning out every camera angle and, you know, doing their own makeup. Like, it's a lot that goes into like content, like real content creation. I'm not trying to say that duetting isn't real content creation. I'm just saying that it's a little bit of a cheat, a little bit, especially when you just don't add anything to the video. But what I'm trying to say is that it's hard sometimes. It requires a lot of patience. It requires to be really determined and consistent with your content, you know? You really have to believe in yourself and what you're trying to give to the world. They will see it if you don't believe in yourself. But I've had pretty good experiences being a content creator. I just get burnt out a little bit. I also have a lot of fear when it comes to making my content, because it's just like self-sabotage and, you know, anxiety, especially when you don't see the views that you're getting compared to last year. For me, compared to last year, my views have just plummeted, and it's my fault. It's my fault for that happening. I just stopped being consistent. I wasn't on my grind, you know, this year. But that's okay, because I still made content. I still made a lot of progress internally. It matters in what goals that I have for myself and what I want to do with my content and how I'm doing it. But besides all that, just make sure if you want to be a content creator, you have to have the basics: lighting, a smartphone or a camera, and a space to do your stuff. That's really the basics of being a content creator. Now, what you want to, depending on what your niche is, then you might need more, or you probably may need less. I don't really know what you want to do, but I'm just saying. But those are the basics for being a content creator. Oh, and a tripod. You definitely need a tripod. Also, get used to doing things yourself. Almost 98% of my videos are done by myself. I write it, I film it, I edit it, I do my own makeup, my own hair, you know, I do all of this myself. So it's really an independent thing. Depending on what you're doing, it's a really independent job. You need to learn how to edit. I use iMovie. It's not the best. It works for me right now until I get like Premiere Pro or Final Cut Pro or something like that. What are the pros? You know what I mean? It's a little bit on the expensive side. yeah, those are the basics for the tools, the physical tools that you need to be a content creator. Know what you want to put out into social media. Have a plan for your content. Have a real plan for your content. Also, for like making videos, if you want to make content on TikTok, in the first 3 seconds of your video, you need to grab the viewer's attention. If you don't have them in 3 seconds, they are going to scroll. Yeah. Our attention span is, I think, 10 seconds, 7 seconds. I don't remember. I'm going to put it on the screen. But that is our attention span. We have to get them in the first 3 seconds, or they're not going to watch your video. It has to be eye-catching, grabbing, like it has to really come out and grab their attention. However, I don't know what you're doing. For me, what I would do as a tactic would be to make a loud sound, or the first sentence that I'm saying is kind of outrageous or relatable, and obviously making sure my lighting is good, the angles are good, I look nice, whatever. But yeah, just making sure you grab their attention in the first few seconds, having a hook, and kind of having like a solution to a problem or showing results of something. Like, you always want to have the end of your beginning. You want to make sure everything is like cohesive with what you're watching, because they'll watch if you can grab their attention in the first 3 seconds. But if the video continues on a pace of just boredom and you don't know what's going on, it's taking too long to get to the point, they're gonna click off the video and maybe even unlike it. I've seen people unlike my videos. I've seen you. That's the biggest thing on TikTok, is like fast pace, attention span. What is new? What is fast? What is this? What is that? I'm making food in my air fryer. I just spent the last 9 minutes of my life trying to pair one AirPod to my phone. Okay. Taking a little dinner break. Let's talk about working with brands. So I've worked with a lot of brands, some small, some big. It was fun working with brands, getting paid for some of them, getting free products, and gaining exposure, especially if they're a bigger brand than you. But the problems that I've run into is brands not paying, or not paying enough for their client. I think the thing that bugged me the most when working with brands was them not paying at all and giving the excuse that they don't have enough money when they're a big brand, and I feel like they have the budget for it. I'm not going to say any names of what brand I'm talking about, but there's this brand that I worked with. I started working with them last year. It was all fun and games, ha ha ha. I started working with them when I had 40,000 followers on TikTok. I have 240 something followers, 40,000 followers now. So I've been working with them for a while. I stopped working with them a few months ago. Like, the free clothes thing is cool after a while. Like, when you're first starting out and you're not such, I'm not saying that I have a big following, but at the place that I am now, I deserve a little bit more than what I've been letting happen, which is not getting paid and allowing them to give me free products as a form of payment. So it's just like, I can't do that anymore. Unless it's a really big brand and they're giving me exposure for the product or whatever it is, then fine. But even then, I still need to see a form of payment. A lot of these influencers get scammed. A lot of small creators, especially. I'm a small creator. We get scammed a lot because we're still up and coming, and they'll take advantage of us and be like, oh, we'll give you the exposure, here's some free clothes. This is so cool, isn't it? But it's like, after a while, it's not, it doesn't really do anything for you, you know? Especially the brand that I was working with, like, they're terrible. It's fast fashion. You could probably find what company I'm talking about on my page. I've done multiple videos for them that I'm going to take down soon because I do not support, nor am I ever working with them again. So yeah, those are things to be looking out for. Make sure you're reading these emails over with your parents or your siblings, your friends that you trust, whoever is in your life that's like your most trusted. Also, don't do more than what they ask you for. They say 3 videos, you do 3 videos. That's it. They want more, where's the cash? So yeah, that's I can go into further detail into that in another video if you guys want, but that's just like to touch the basis of what it's like working with brands and stuff. I've worked with over, I think I've worked with over 10 brands, small and big. Also, be yourself. Like, if you're gonna start out doing content and you're intimidated by the market and the saturated market, just be yourself because nobody's like you. I know that's cliche, but like literally just be you because nobody can be you. There's no you in social media. You do the same exact video as somebody, but it's still not going to be the same. You just want to have your footprint, your own thing, your own footprint with whatever you do. You could do the same niche as somebody, but it's always going to be different. And I'd say if you have a video that you're like hesitant on posting, I'd say post it. You know, fear is going to get the best of you, but you have to take that leap and just go for it. Just post it and then turn off your phone, throw your phone, whatever it is. Like, I had to do that the first time that I was posting. I had to like literally throw my phone, like, oh my god, that's it, I don't want to see, I don't want to know what people are saying. Even nobody was saying anything because nobody saw my videos. Try not to stick to one thing because then you'll get stuck in that one thing and then your followers are going to be like, well, this is why I followed you, why are you giving me different content? You want to just have a variety of things. Like, you could double down on like a video that goes viral. So you get a video that has like 1 million views, right? And you start doing more videos and you start doing more videos with that same kind of concept, as a similar video or a part 2 or whatever, and that goes viral again and it does well, and you keep doing that for like months at a time. It conditions your follower or your viewer to think that that's the only kind of content that you make. So I suggest just making different things, just whatever you want, honestly. Just do a whole bunch of different stuff, you know? That's all that I have for right now. If you guys have any questions or things that I left out, please let me know. I'd love to answer any questions you guys have about being a content creator, how to be one. If you want to see behind the scenes of how I make my videos, that would be cool. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys gained something from it, learned something. If you're a future content creator or creative, honestly, social media is the best tool in this era to get your work out there. It is the best tool. So I hope you guys have a great night whenever you're watching or whenever you're watching this. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.